Welcome back to Talk Better English with us. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark. And today, we are talking about something that sounds very simple. Going to a restaurant. In English.
Which, as Mark knows from personal experience, is not always as simple as it sounds.
Not always, no. I have had some moments in restaurants that I would very much like to forget. Ordering the wrong thing because I did not know how to ask. Getting food I did not want and not knowing how to say so. Standing there with the bill, not knowing if I was supposed to tip or not, and how much.
The tipping situation alone is enough to ruin an evening.
It really is. And the thing is, in those moments, my English was fine. I knew the words. I just did not know the script. What to say, when to say it, how to say it without sounding rude or confused. And that is exactly what today is about.
Today, we give you the complete script. From the moment you sit down to the moment you walk out. Every phrase you need, every situation covered.
Let's go. Okay, story time. A few years ago, dinner with colleagues in London. Nice restaurant, nice people, everyone is happy. Waiter comes over, asks for our order. Everyone else orders beautifully, naturally. I'll have the salmon, please. Could I get the pasta? Very smooth. My turn. I want the chicken.
Just like that, I want the chicken.
Just like that. I want the chicken. The waiter smiled, politely, wrote it down, and left. But one of my colleagues, very kindly, leaned over and said, "You know, here you usually say, 'Could I get?' or 'I'll have.' I want sounds a little direct."
A little direct, yes.
A little direct. And I had no idea. Because I want is correct English. Nobody taught me it was the wrong tool for that situation. But it gets worse.
Oh no, what happened?
The chicken arrived, and it was not what I expected. It was way too spicy. I genuinely could not eat it. But I had no idea how to tell the waiter. In my head, the only options were say nothing and suffer, or say something and cause a scene. So I suffered, in silence, for an entire evening.
Oh, Mark. And that is the trap. Because there is a middle ground. There is always a polite, calm, completely normal way to handle these moments in English. Native speakers do it all the time. They just know the script. And today, so will you.
Oh, before we get to the good stuff, quick reminder. If you are finding this useful, hit subscribe. Free, 2 seconds, new episode every 2 weeks. Okay, Sarah, give me the script.
All right, the table talk system. 3 phases: ordering, fixing mistakes, and the bill. Let's start with ordering. The golden rule: never start with "I want." In a restaurant context, in English, I want sounds like a demand, like you are giving an order to someone beneath you. It is not rude in every culture, but in English-speaking restaurant culture, it lands wrong.
So what do you say instead?
3 phrases that work in every situation. Number 1, could I get? Simple, casual, completely natural. Could I get the pasta, please? Could I get a table for 2? This is probably the most common phrase you will hear. Number 2, I'll have. Slightly more decisive. I'll have the salmon. I'll have whatever she's having. And number 3, I'd like. A little more formal, good for nicer restaurants. I'd like the steak, medium rare, please.
And if I have a question about the menu, how do I ask without feeling stupid?
Could you tell me a bit more about this dish? Or, I'm not sure what this is. Could you explain it? Or even just, what would you recommend? That last one is magic, by the way. Waiters love being asked for recommendations. It starts a conversation, it makes them feel valued, and you get genuinely good food.
What would you recommend? I wish someone had told me that years ago. Okay, phase 2, fixing mistakes. Because things do go wrong. Wrong dish, wrong temperature, something missing. What do you say?
The key here is you never accuse. You never say, this is wrong, or you made a mistake. Instead, you create a small uncertainty. Like maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe nobody is at fault. The phrase that works every time. I think there might be a small mix-up.
I think there might be a small mix-up. That is so soft.
Soft, but effective. I think there might be a small mix-up. I ordered the chicken without spice. I think there might be a small mix-up. I actually asked for no onions. The waiter immediately understands. Nobody feels attacked. Problem gets fixed. You can also say, I'm sorry to bother you, but this is not quite what I ordered. That I'm sorry to bother you. Remember our episode on sorry? That is a social sorry. It costs you nothing and it makes the whole interaction smoother.
So you apologize even though it is not your fault?
In English restaurant culture, yes. It sounds strange, but it works. And then phase 3, the bill and tipping. This is where so many people freeze. When do you ask? What do you say? Do you tip? How much?
The tipping question alone kept me up at night in London.
Okay, let's sort it out. To ask for the bill, 2 options. Casual, you catch the waiter's eye and say, could we get the bill, please? Or, even more natural, you do the little writing gesture in the air, everyone knows what that means, and say, whenever you are ready. Both work perfectly. Now, tipping. This depends on the country, but here is the general rule for English-speaking countries.
UK, around 10 to 15% if service was good. The US, 15 to 20%, sometimes more. Australia, not always expected, but appreciated. Always check if service charge is already included in the bill. If it says service included, you do not need to add more.
And if you are paying by card, the machine will often ask you directly. You just select the percentage or type the amount. Simple.
And if the service was genuinely not good, do you still tip?
In the UK, you can leave less or nothing if it was really bad. In the US, this is more complicated. Even with bad service, not tipping can cause a scene. If in doubt, leave something small and move on.
Okay, let's put it all together. We are going to simulate a full dinner, from beginning to end. I am the customer. Sarah, you are the waiter.
I will do my best. Good evening. Welcome. Do you have a reservation?
Yes, it should be under Mark. Table for 2?
Perfect. Right this way. Can I start you off with some drinks?
Could I get some sparkling water, please? And actually, what would you recommend from the menu tonight?
Great question. The sea bass is really popular tonight. The pasta is also excellent if you prefer something lighter.
I think I'll have the pasta, actually. Thank you.
Lovely choice. Okay, now, the pasta arrives, but it has cheese on top, and you asked for no cheese.
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, but I think there might be a small mix-up. I asked for the pasta without cheese.
Oh, of course. I am so sorry about that. Let me get that sorted for you right away.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
And that is how it is done. Notice, Mark did not panic. He did not go silent. He did not make it a big thing. One calm sentence, and the problem was solved in 30 seconds.
And it genuinely feels that easy once you have the words. Okay, end of the evening. Excuse me, could we get the bill, please? Whenever you are ready.
Of course, I'll bring it right over. Bill arrives. Service charge not included. What do you do?
Check the total. Add around 12%, somewhere between 10 and 15. Round it up to a clean number. Leave it in cash or add it on the card when the machine asks. Done.
Done. And you walk out feeling calm, confident, like someone who does this all the time. Because now you do.
That is the goal, right? Not to feel like a tourist who does not know the rules, but to feel like someone who belongs in that room.
That is always the goal. Talk better. Move through the world better. Every situation becomes less scary when you have the right words.
All right, let's land this. Today we covered the 3 phases of every restaurant experience in English. Ordering. Use could I get, I'll have, or I'd like. Never just I want. Fixing mistakes. I think there might be a small mix-up. Calm, polite, effective. And the bill. Ask with, could we get the bill, please? Check for service charge and tip accordingly.
And the one thing I want you to remember, every uncomfortable moment in English has a script. You just need to learn it once, and then it is yours forever.
Next time you are in an English-speaking restaurant, you are ready. If this helped you, share it. Send it to someone who has ever pointed at a menu instead of ordering. We all know someone. And subscribe if you have not already.
See you in 2 weeks. Take care.